Hi everyone, this is Hayley from the Kingston Community Library. I'm here with you today to show you how to make our space kites. So if you picked up your grab and go kit, you will find in your bag of supplies a bag that looks like this, and we'll go through what's inside it. So if you can't make the program where we're going to make them on the library lawn, you can just watch the video and you'll see how to do it. It's pretty easy and they fly really well. So inside your bag you will have I may have pre-cut these actually, I can't remember. You shall have a butterfly shaped big piece of paper. You will also have a piece that looks like this with strips on. You will have 3 longer pieces of dowling wood and 2 smaller pieces, and you should have a kite string. So hopefully you guys aren't missing anything from your pack. You'll also have the instructions in there too, which will help you to build the kite if you need it. You will also have some space stickers, hopefully. You may additionally want to grab some scissors, maybe some pens, pencils to decorate, and you will definitely need some kind of tape. And that is it. So you feel free to pause me while you run off and grab those things. Okay, so meanwhile, as I'm talking to you, I'm going to give a quick cut out of this because I genuinely can't remember if I cut them out or not. So I've just halved it, and in its half, I'm just going to cut around the same shape of the butterfly. And I've made these kites every year, and every year they fly really, really well. So I'm keeping my fingers crossed that our kites fly well. So you will have a shape like this. I'm not sure how my light shows on the camera, but it's very kite and butterfly like. All right, so what we're going to do is, first of all, we want to decorate our kite. So the end that you see with all the little dots and the markings, that is going to be the bottom of the kite. The plain end is going to be the top. So take some time to decorate the top of your kite. I'm just going to throw some stickers on there. You can also do some coloring. You can make your kite look spacey. You can just add stars, or you could color it all in black, or you could even take some time and paint it and then come back to the video when it's dry. So you can do it however you want, and it doesn't matter how much tape you add or how many stickers you add, your kite will still fly. So I've just done, just for speed, I've just put 4 of my stickers on. Maybe I'll do a couple of swirls to make it a little more exciting. But you can take your time in decorating your kite and make it look really fun and really bright and really spacey. So I did some swirls, like galaxy swirls there. Okay, so once we've got that, it's really simple because it shows you very, very clearly on your kite where all the pieces need to go. So I'm going to try and hold it as close to the camera as I can. But on the small bottom ends of the kite, it says tape, and it has little dots which show you the size of the stick that you need to use. Before we get to that, I just wanted to show you that because we're going to use 2 of the small ones and then 3 of the big ones. So what we're going to do first is we're going to fold our kite in half along the line in the middle, and we're going to chop out this little tiny triangle here. And that will become clear as we go along what that's for. That's so we're able to tie your string onto your kite. So I've just chopped that tiny little end, which makes this teeny tiny hole right in the middle there. All right, so once you've chopped that hole, there's a special way that you fold these kites together. So we're going to fold it in half this way, directly in half so that you can see all your color bits. And then we're going to fold one end, and pull it down here so you can see. So you're going to fold one end back along to the line where it says fold together. So it's like a little fold like this, and we're going to do the same the other way where it says fold together. So we're going to twist that end so the 2 ends that say fold together are joined. I hope that's clear to see. So it's got like a little fold in the middle, and you can hold it like a paper aeroplane. Can you see? So you folded those 2 ends into the middle, and you should be able to see your little slit there. All right, so actually if you were holding it you'd be able to flap it with your fingers. All right, so we folded that together. I'm going to pop it flat on here because now we need to add our sticks. So we're going to start with the 2 small ones, and you just line up the sticks with the 2 lines at the bottom where it says tape, tape, tape. We're going to add some tape. It's that easy. So we're just going to make sure, they're stuck good and tight on there, because we don't want our sticks flying off when we're flying our kite. You can put, as I said, as much tape as you want. I have 3 children. All 3 have made this kite with copious amounts of tape, and they have always flown really well. So I stuck the bottom 2 on. Now we're going to do exactly the same with the top ones. We're going to tape them all on, and you can just add the tape right where it says tape, or you can add it anywhere. Oh, I'm glad I spotted my mistake. We're supposed to add the middle one on. The first job. And I'm just going to unfold that to show you. This is funny. This is why we pre-record stuff, right? Is to tape this long one down the middle. So I'm going to sneak that in before we add the other ones. And I don't need to remake my videos. I'm happy to show my mistakes. So what I've done is I just opened it up, luckily before I stuck the other half on. And we have the one down the middle. There we go. Now we can go back to folding this over. Can you see how the middle one is hidden? And we're going to tape this. I'm doing this from memory. I didn't photocopy the instructions for myself, but I remember how it goes. I got this. All right, so now we're going to add, and the next one, the last one that we add is going to sit over that one. So that doesn't matter. That's supposed to be like that. It's going to overlap, and that's fine too. So you're going to just tape them down, and you might feel like you need to add a bit more tape, and that's fine, because it doesn't matter how much tape you add. It's not going to stop your kite from flying, trust me. All right, so then once you have got, I hope you can see this in the light, so we should have a small one, the long one in the middle, 2 on the outside. Now we're going to tape the middle together. So we're going to just tape the little spaces where it says down there with the tape to attach the ends together. So there we go. Now you're going to find out why that little tiny triangle came in handy, which is right here. And I don't know if you can see this, but my stick is poking through. This is where we're going to put our kite string. So this bit can be quite tricky to thread through. So we need to take our kite string, and we're just going to carefully, because we don't want to cut the string, take the tape off it. And I'm going to take the end. And there is a little catch in the kite string, so you can pop your string in there so that it holds in place, so that all of the string doesn't come off when you're trying to thread it. So this is a tricky part. If your hole isn't big enough, which mine is not quite, I'm popping my scissors through just to make it a little bigger. You have to thread your kite string carefully through this hole where you made the triangle, and it's going to tie onto the piece of doweling that we put in the middle. And it's very tricky. I'm trying to do it as fast as I can. It might be easier to, you can see it, there it is. Okay. So I threaded it through. It's hard to see if you can see it, but I'm going to tie it on. And once you've tied it on, make sure you've got the good knot so it's nice and tight. Oh, my string came out of its little latch. Lucky I spotted it, so I'm going to latch it back on there. And there you have your kite. Super, super easy to make. The instructions are pretty clear. I messed up a little bit, but I think we covered it. All right, so I would love to see pictures of your final kites. And if you take some video of you flying your kite, well, that would be awesome too. And you can send it to me at children'sprogram@kingston-library.org, or you can pop it onto our library Padlet. So if you head on to week 6 on our summer reading program tab, kingston-library.org, you can scroll all the way to the bottom of the page and you will see this week's Padlet. so you can pop it on there. One final bit as I'm looking on this table is the tail of the kite. Again, we need to add the tail, so that's easy to do at the last minute. So what you're going to do is decorate this whole tail, and you can do it however you like. This is going to be funny when I watch this video back and I realize all the bits I've missed out. So you can decorate this tail to match your kite, or you can do it another way. You can add stars. The only thing I would suggest is not to add stickers for your tail, and I'll tell you why in a moment. And you can make your tail as long as you want. I mean, this is huge, but you don't have to have it so huge. We're going to chop down the lines. Now, it doesn't matter if you chop these lines straight. So this is a really good opportunity for you to practice your cutting skills. Or if you're a bit scared about using the scissors, you can ask mum and dads to help you. Or maybe you could do half each, and they do some and you do some. So I'm just going to cut 3, but you can cut as many tails as you like. So they give you lots and lots, but I'm going to just do 3. Now what you have to do with these, and this is the really fun part, is you crumple them up in your hands. I know, right? Crumple them up. 1, 2, 3. You can crumple them into little balls. 4. I might just add one more to make it a tiny bit longer. Now the more pieces you cut, the longer your tail is going to be. So if you want a really, really long tail, you can cut all of them. So we're crumpling them all up. You can grab them all, crumple them, crumple them. This is going to help the kite fly because it's the tail that drags onto the wind, right? And then what we're going to do is on the coloured side, the side that you are decorated, is we're going to stick them all together so they're matching. And they're all crumply now, and they'll make a really good kite tail. And we're just going to use our tape again. And we are going to tape them all together. You can uncrumple them very carefully because we don't want them to tear. Very carefully uncrumple and tape them together. Uncrumple and tape. There we go. And I have one more to uncrumple. Very carefully. And we'll tape them all together like this. So I'm just taping each end of my tail. I'm glad I spotted it, as we would have had a kite with no tail. Can you see? So now we have our tail. So there's a part on the bottom of our kite that says tail. So each end of your tail is going to tape to the bottom of the kite. So this one says tail here. I'm going to tape it on, and it can go right over the wood too. And then I'm going to make sure it's all straight as I go around. And I'm going to tape this side on also. Now I can tell you we have our completed kite. And we got there in the end. I forgot 2 things, but I think we pulled it back and we still made a good kite. So, oh, can you see how long my tail is on my kite? I think it'd be really fun if I went out to fly it, and maybe I could try and catch a video of myself flying the kite. But hold it this way so that the picture that you painted is at the bottom. The string will be at the bottom, and you have to run as fast as you can to see if you can get your kite in the air. All right, you guys, have fun. I hope to see you all soon at the library. Take care, stay healthy, wash those hands. Bye, you guys.